what she said. We're back. But okay, go.
Oh yeah. So all right. So the thing I was saying was, so I feel so negative, Marie, but so I'm not 10 years in yet. You know, I'm getting there and getting there nicely. However, I kind of feel like some things need to be streamlined. Mm-hmm. Like when I first started, you know, my logo got done by one company, and then I still use that company for certain things. I got a flyer from another company. I do video from another company. Some stuff I do myself sometimes, you know. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of trying to figure out if it would make sense to bring it all in-house, or are there companies that do that, you know, like do everything so I can just come in and I say, hey, this is what I need. Can you just handle it all? You know.
Funny you said that. So after being in the business for a minute, you know, I realized in the beginning what a lot of companies did not have, okay, and the need for consumers.
Yeah.
Was that you have a marketing department, they start a business and they go to this person to get their logo done, and then they go to this person to do their website, this person to consult with them, you know, they all these different places, and they're paying all this money going here, and everywhere, and then or they hire a marketing department to come in, but they don't have everything, you know, in-house.
Right.
So they're still, so they're still paying a separate invoice for this, a separate invoice for that, a separate invoice for that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, you know, I had this idea. I was like, you know what? This is a need that an agency that's full in-house agency, that a boutique agency that actually understands the client's needs, and that's why I developed Gordon Branding Group. So Gordon Branding Group is everything is in-house. Okay. I realized from working with, I noticed from working with a lot of small or entrepreneurs that they would get 3 years in and then they're like, I'm stuck. They're stagnant. And they're like, and I'm like, okay, you're stuck. Why? What is the reason why I'm getting so many people say that I'm stuck? You know, even I had a client who's been in business for 18 years. And she's ready to grow, but she was like, I'm stuck, you know, and great at what she does.
Wow.
Got a lot of keynote speakers, a lot of state, from like the state of California stuff. They want her to come and speak.
Okay, yeah.
You know, different states call her in, but she still wants to grow and hasn't been able to grow. And then I have a small company that's the same way. So the reason why they're like that is because the beginning of their business is not set up right in order for them to grow.
They're not poised to grow.
Okay. Correct. So that's why I was like, okay, that's why I say Gordon Branding Group is business and brand marketing consulting. You know, or business. The person who did my business plan said, you're an aggregator. So I'm a business brand aggregator. Okay. If you know what aggregation is, you taking different pieces or different elements from different places and you putting it together to create a result.
Okay, so my thinking wasn't totally off.
Yeah, to create a solution. So that's Gordon Branding Group. So when you come in, the goal for the model for Gordon Branding Group is to actually have the different departments. You have your business development department, okay? Then you have your marketing, consulting, and strategist department.
Right.
You have your graphics team, your digital team, your advertising team. Everything is all in-house, your own team that you consult out with. When we get a new client, we sit down together and we come up with a strategy. And that strategy is, that way your whole brand is cohesive.
That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, that's it.
Cohesive and consistent.
Yes, that's it. Okay.
And I know you guys have heard me say plenty of times what branding is. Branding is telling your story before the audience tells it for you, and therefore branding begins at inception. So branding is actually the first step that you do, and it begins even at the very beginning when you're developing your logo. If you have a retail space, your logo should match your retail space, the inside of it. You know, does it go with your name? How when you walk in, you want to tell a story.
Right.
You know, when they walk into your retail space, what's the story you want to give? And what's the story behind the name of your brand? You know, and then it also begins with making sure that your operation is gone correct.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go into the PR aspect of it. Oh, we also do PR as well. So your press release, your bios. If it's a product, you do the one sheets. We do one sheets, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then the research. After we've done the research, then comes the vertical marketing, okay? And vertical marketing.
Okay, I'm about to say I don't know what that is. I do vertical golf, maybe. Vertical marketing. Okay,
that's why I tell you, marketing is so much more than what you see.
Let's discuss vertical marketing.
I have a product, okay?
Okay.
You have a product.
Right.
Then you have your consumers.
Yes.
And so vertical marketing can be like from a mid-sized company to corporate. So say like I have another client who has a business, it's totally different. And insurance companies, they pay for the service, but they do not have a preferred provider. So they allow their clients to pick who they provide the service from, who they get.
Right.
Yeah. And so, but if I take my clients and connect them with the corporate, the insurance, the decision makers, and make them become the provider. Yes, their preferred.
Oh yeah, vertical marketing is my thing.
So it's just taking it and climbing the ladder, going up. You know.
Okay.
So
okay.
that's vertical marketing. So
what about horizontal marketing?
Horizontal marketing.
Is that? Oh, that's not a thing.
No. Horizontal marketing.
I know.
You must not be trying to make no money. Vertical marketing is making some money.
Got it.
Going to who's going to
okay, we're not trying to stay flat. We're climbing.
You're climbing.
Okay, got it. So no okay, got it.
Yeah.
I thought it made sense.
No.
Okay, all right. I'm with you.
And it's more so like B2B.
Yes.
Business to business. Where I guess horizontal marketing can say business to clients, B2C.
Yeah. I don't know. Like these are those terms. It's like if I ask you, did you shoot an eagle today? Exactly. So you're in your lane and I'm in mine. So
right.
I don't want to do that, which is why I need this agency because.
So yeah, that's you don't see a lot of that. And when I was doing interviews too, I had a couple of people say, I haven't heard of an agency like that. Everything's in-house. So that's why, I do everything in-house. That's why I designed GBG to be all in-house.
Mm-hmm. So. That makes sense. So my thinking, like I said, wasn't totally off. Because I'm like, it just seems like one company should do it all versus me. Now, some people, when their budgets don't fit, they just kind of do it here and here and there. But at some point, it needs to.
Yeah, but even if you get a consultant, so like I do coaching also.
Mm-hmm. So, well, you said inception too, so you have to kind of do it in the beginning.
Yeah, so if you can't afford to hire a whole team and do our retainer rates or whatever, then I consult.
Gotcha.
And I do consulting where you get 4 weeks of consulting. Mm-hmm. We sit one day and we go over initially your plan and everything, and develop a plan, develop an outline, and then I give you, instead of me doing all the implementation of things, you actually go and do everything yourself.
Okay, that makes sense. I get that. Yeah, so you're actually creating your own competition, and you're okay with that.
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't feel like anyone's mind. What's for you is for you.
Yes,
when it's your time, it's your time. And I feel like if we all work together, then there's a greater outcome of things. Yeah. And I literally cry when I see other people that's succeeding in the happy tears.
Right.
Like, I love to see other people, succeeding. I don't care if we do the same thing. Mm-hmm. If you're doing great, I'm cheering you on as well.
Because, for everybody,
my time is gonna come.
There's Kroger, there's Publix, there's Reeboks, there's Nike.
There's and they all drink champagne together.
Exactly. And Kroger and Publix are normally across the street from each other.
Right.
Not worried.
And they're all toasting together.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna eat with you.
Yes.
If you like it or not.
Yes. We should go here to this Buckhead Club and eat for real.
All right. Yeah, I'm hungry. Let's go eat. You got a golf, don't you?
I do. I'm headed to the golf course.
Yeah.
But it would have been nice just the thought of you start talking about eating and toast and champagne. So I'm headed to the course. Clearly.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. That answers your question?
Does. Yeah. No. I mean, it kind of. So it was a thought. It was a question. But then the more you said it, it makes perfect sense. And I kind of, I'm a little embarrassed because it seems like I should have been thinking about that.
But a lot of people don't.
I know.
A lot of people don't. And so that's why, So